Hey there! Today I am working with the Elle Studio May 2019 kit and extras. I already have this Reed digital die cut out of black smooth cardstock, and that's from the May digital cut files. I have the Reed phrase stickers. I have some fun embellies. I have the May kit that I'm opening up here, and you'll see that I have already played with it quite a bit. This is not my first project with it. I've already created a pocket page spread, which I'm also going to be sharing with you guys here on my feed probably next week. I am pulling out all of the book related things this month. There is a book review tag in the kit, but there's also a separate pack that you can get if you're an avid reader. It's a great journaling tag to have to remember those books that you've read throughout the year. So I'm just pulling out some of the things that I know I will want to use here. Different tags and stamps and embellishments. I have an idea for this layout. My idea is I'm kind of recreating the stack of books on my nightstand. So I'm pulling out some pattern papers here, and this is from the new Beautiful Day 6x6 paper stack, and I'm going to create a set of books to sit on top of that die cut. Now, I want to be able to put something underneath of it to kind of ground that big stack. So I'm just going to add this red polka dot here first, all the way to the base of the layout. And that's going to add some visual weight to the bottom of the page. Next, I'm going to add my die cut, but I am not going to go ahead and adhere that. I want to be sure that I get everything the way I want it first. I've lived and learned about that. So I love this big teal strip, and that's from the May kit. That's a 4x6 inch tag. And what I'm doing is just kind of rounding those sides to look like books. So that's a pretty thick one, and I'm going to vary the thickness of all of my books here. I'm just looking through the tags to see if there are any tags that have patterns that I like, but I think I'm going to stick to the Beautiful Day 6x6 paper stack. I really love these paper stacks. This is a brand new one. There's going to be another one coming out soon, which you guys are just going to love, but they have so many usable patterns in these stacks, and a variation of colors. And the best part about them is that you don't have to worry about adhesive and pulling them off of the paper pad. I love that about them. So I've just added those two yellow strips to kind of look like the edge of the book there. I really like that little touch. And I'm just going through the rest of my pattern papers here just to see what other ones I'd like to use. I really like that fuchsia purple, the darker one. So I'm just going to use that color there. I'm going to trim it so that I get the widest piece of that color that I can get. And just round those edges. I love the mix of colors this month, the teals, yellows, reds, and fuchsias especially. It goes through the embellishments, the kit, the pattern papers, so it's really easy to mix and match everything and be sure that you're getting a match of colors, which I really love. It's so easy to create that way when everything matches. So I already love this stack of books here. Now I'm grabbing this tag from the May kit. It's a blue one. And I am going to add that to the edge of the red book there. And my photo I printed off at 4 inches by 4 inches. That's going to go on top. And I actually took that photo just to make sure that I got the most recent photo. I took that photo today. Now I've decided that because I have so much color at the top, I want a more neutral color at the base. And since my books are sitting on my nightstand, which is a wood, wood furniture piece, I'm going to go ahead and add the light wood grain to the bottom. So it'll still add that visual weight that I need there, but it's just a lighter color, a bit more neutral. So I really like that addition. And I could always add this red that I've already cut. Why waste it when I can just use it as one of the books up here? Now, these are the May label stickers, and I find these really helpful for everything, whether you put some journaling onto a photo or you're making a label on the edge of a book like I'm doing now. So I moved my red book down to the bottom underneath of where I'm putting this die cut, and I'm just adding the die cut here with dimensional adhesive so that really stands out and casts a bit of a shadow on my white background. The only thing I'm going to do here is just move this over just a teeny tiny bit, just so I can center all of my books on the word read. There we go, that makes me a lot happier. This is a very visually striking layout. Um, the photo in this picture and in this layout doesn't really matter so much. It does that you can read what books are sitting on my nightstand. You can see the titles, but it's more about the story in this one. And making these little books sitting on top of this die cut, it kind of just really emphasizes the story of how my life is so busy right now. I'm just letting my books pile up, which is super frustrating for me, but you kind of have to go through life as it is at the moment. And I know there's going to be a point where I can catch up on these books. So I'm using the author, title, date, due. It's like a library card. I'm using that to the side, and that's where I'm going to add my journaling. Again, really white and clean and neutral over there. And that's really the way I want it because I have so much color going on the left side. Now this is really fun. I am taking this label from the May kit and adding the fuchsia puffy alphabet stickers to it, and I'm spelling out time to. So my title is going to be Time to Read, which is very fitting. This is another die cut from the kit. It says happiness is a cup of coffee and a good book. That is so true. I wish I could just sit down with a cup of coffee and finish an entire book. Maybe this weekend. And then this one here, I stamped with the Everyday Phrases Volume 2 stamp, which is new this month, and it says sit back and relax. And I really like that I stamped that in black because it fits really nicely with my die cut word. These are the read phrase stickers, which I just love this month. There's so many different phrases in here. And then this one that says give me all the books is just fitting because no matter how far behind I am, I cannot seem to say no to my book of the month. I keep on getting them. So this photo notes tag is actually from the May labels, and I used black so that I could balance out the black at the bottom, and I cut the on my nightstand sticker there to add to that, and I will also add the date up there with a small roller stamp. These are the Everyday Goodness epoxy stickers. They're brand new this month and they're absolutely gorgeous. Be sure to check those out. I'm just going to add a few different embellishments around here just to kind of add a bit more interest, a little bit more color. That one I'm putting on with a dimensional adhesive dot because I'm putting it on top of my photo, so I want to be sure that that's the same height as my photo. So I'm pulling out the Everyday Goodness phrase stickers again here to add a little phrase over to my journaling tag. And I'm going to add it in a little bit of color. I'm using kind of a bright red. Just going to add a little matte underneath just so I get a really good stamped image. I love these phrases. They're so usable for so many things. This one that I chose says a beautiful sight because a nightstand full of books is a pretty beautiful sight. So this is the Family Fun stamp. If you guys have this one already, it's a great stamp for all sorts of things. I really liked the plus signs, and I wanted to add them kind of as X's around the page just to get some stamped interest around. So I'm just doing that with some black ink. Now, since Ellie had her amazing spring sale, this stamp is sold out, but there are so many different stamps in the shop that you could do this with. You could use stars, you could use sparkles from the Title Builder Volume 2 stamp, so many different ones here. So I'm just adding some in the outline and the little one in the solid just to get some little bits of black around the page and add a bit of interest to that really stark white area there. Last month we had the shapes and dots puffy stickers, so I'm pulling out some of those because the colors still coordinate with this month's kit, which I just love. So I'm adding a few puffy dots to these areas just to get a different texture in there. So we have epoxy stickers, we have puffy stickers, we have paper, and we have an acrylic heart there. This layout was so quick and so easy to put together, and it was so much fun to make. So if you have a big stack of books on your nightstand that you have to get to reading, I highly recommend that you document it. It was really fun to do using the beautiful new May products from Elle Studio. I really hope you enjoyed this process video. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to check out all of the brand new Elle Studio product at the link in my video notes. Happy creating!